Alrighty guys, so I want to go ahead and show you what I'm doing here for the passenger side. Super easy actually. So I have right here the OEM taillight and the OEM reflector for the passenger side. What I did is on this side, this is usually like a push clip. I changed that to a bolt, and that's just gonna bolt up there so it's secured. And then I put a bolt here. I believe this is also normally a push clip. Put a bolt there, and that's gonna go right into there. That was the other one for the old one. We'll seal that off, and we'll seal everything else off, of course, because you want to make sure no water gets in here. But yeah, there's that. And then we're gonna use the two OEM ones, and I'm gonna put it right there and right there. So it actually ended up being much easier than thought. And also I had to make this hole and this hole here because this hits and that hits. But let me go ahead and put this in and I'll show you guys an example of what it looks like. All right guys, and here we go. That's what it looks like. We might need some small adjustment. Like, gotta push that maybe a little bit down there. And that's all, you know, we'll be able to adjust all that. That's not a big deal. But overall, I think the main gist of it is looking good. Let me go ahead and close the trunk and take a look here. Let's see how we're looking. Ooh, wow, that is literally like almost basically perfect. That's amazing. All right, guys, take a look. We're basically done for the passenger side. Super easy. Because the reason why it's super easy is, don't mind that. It came like that from eBay. Didn't say it had that. But anyways, there's like a connection already from here to here that Tesla already put. So I just use that to connect to there. And then there's another one over here and I drilled a hole and that just goes there. So you have a connection point here, you have a connection point here, and you have one here and here. I think this is gonna be great. It's gonna be sturdy, it's gonna be fine. I mean, that's gonna be way enough. So yeah, I think that is great. The only thing that sucks is the trunk itself. I mean, I could try to maybe lower the trunk more, but the trunk itself like sits higher than the taillight. So it's like almost impossible to get this like 100%, because if this is lined up with the bottom, then it's not lined up here. But this right here is how it's supposed to be, even on the OEM cars. So, you know, you can only get it so perfect, but it looks great. I feel like this is more weather tight than before. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Like, bruh, if that leaks, I'ma be mad. Look at how goddamn weather tight that is. Now, when it comes to this side, modifications were pretty extent. Basically, what I did to the tail light here is nothing except I put part of the charge port of the new one here, and then that's where this little part is going to sit. Just makes it a lot easier that way. And then we have hole right there for the nut or the screw or whatever, the bolt. Hole right there for it. That's for the little nub placement. This is for the cable. I'm about to touch up all that with paint and put some like protective stuff over it and make sure that's going to be sealed good. This right here is part of the old housing. We have the bolt, or there's one bolt still that's holding this in, and then two screws that hold on the charge port. And then this, all I did was took this off of the one. I had to file it down a little bit because basically the stuff that's protruding here made it so it wouldn't sit flush on that. So I had to cut that off of that one. I don't need to do it on this one, but I had to do it on this one. And then I had to really do a lot of work here to make sure this would work. And then I actually had to drill a hole up here and kind of press this up a little bit to make enough room for this right here to flap out. And then I put some of the Kilomat sound insulation stuff from the inside down, and I pushed it down. So of course that hole is watertight because I don't want anything to leak. But now this works perfect. And if you want to look at this, it's not done. I'm gonna take this off and then do full double-sided tape everywhere. I could do, you know, epoxy or something, but I think double-sided tape is gonna be way enough for this. But anyways, this, yeah, that's perfect now. So happy about that. So yeah, basically now it's just touch up and making sure everything is watertight. All right, so I'm on the last little stretch. So basically this is connected to this, and this part is the charge port door. So I'm actually gonna put some hot glue right here to kind of connect these pieces, because I don't want to epoxy it, I don't want to plastic weld it. I want it to be something that if you pull, it can come off, because if you do want to take this off in the future, you know, there has to be some way to take it off. So that's basically what I'm going to do, some hot glue. And then I'm going to figure out how I want to place like some foam here or something. And then that's how I'll put the missing reflector piece on here. All right, guys, so the taillights are officially done. The new taillights have been successfully retrofitted. So here is a final video of them. Now, what I hate, and if you guys have any tips about this, let me know. But if you see it's not lined up perfectly, and that's actually not due to the taillights, it's due to the trunk fitment. And that's Tesla's fault. I haven't been able to get this exact. Like if you look at the gap here, and then look at the gap over there, it's smaller. So somehow I need the trunk on this side to come down a little bit, and that'll match up perfect. But even like Tesla's coming out of the factory look just like that. So it kind of sucks, but you know, this side is basically perfect. There we go, that's this side. But what's weird, look at this. So on this side, this is, I don't know, man, this is ridiculous. There's just been so many issues with this trunk on the refresh. Like they come like this from factory. It's just crazy. But anyways, this is it. She's all done. So we've got this piece here, and then we've got the charge port. So there it goes. It opens perfectly. This, like I showed you guys, I put this on with double-sided tape. Seems to be perfect. This piece as well. But overall, I am very, very happy with it. I think it looks great. And I don't think there should be any issues. I did do some of those holes and stuff, but I made sure to weatherproof them the best of my ability. So honestly, I think it'll probably be more weather tight than the original. But anyways, guys, if you found this video helpful at all, make sure to drop a like, and I will leave a link in the description to the person who helped me do the configuration for these taillights.